Right, hello everybody. Thank you very much for coming back. Did you enjoy this morning? Give us some reactions if you enjoyed all of those sessions this morning. I hope you learned something. So, thank you for coming back. If you don't know me and you didn't join this morning, my name is Steph Adams. I'm Training and Engagement Manager at P&O Cruises. And this next half an hour, I am joined by a panel of fellow travel agents who work really closely with the brand, and I have to say they're absolute experts in their field. So we're going to get to know these very special guests that I'm very grateful that they're coming on to share their expertise with you. But we're going to get them to share their client matching tips. We're going to get them to talk about the support tools they use to keep them up to date. And ultimately, what they love about Shine Rewards Club, what a great reward program it is. But before we get to meet these gorgeous panel, can I just get you to pop your raffle number into the chat? So you will have a lucky number that was either emailed to you or found in your watch boxes, because we do have 2 high street vouchers up for grabs, a £250 buy a gift voucher and a £250 TK Maxx voucher. So you're going to want to be winning that to get your Christmas shopping in order. Those numbers are put into a randomizer and we'll announce those winners at the end of this session. There are also the polls questions, so please go and test your knowledge. And if you're watching on demand, don't worry, you can still be in with a chance of winning those shine points. So head to the polls section. So, enough of me. Let's meet our panel. We've got an influencer, a retail manager, and a contact centre team member who just absolutely smashes his sales targets. So, a massive, broad spectrum of expertise and knowledge. So, guys, will you introduce yourself? Tell us what travel agency you're from and what you do there. So, Holly, over to you first.
Hi, thank you, Steph. Hi, everyone. My name's Holly. I'm from Holidays at Sea. I'm a cruise influencer, and my job is to share the cruise news, share the tips, and tell the story visually through social media platforms and YouTube.
Love that. Sam, over to you.
Hi, my name's Sam. I work for TUI as a store manager, but I'm also a regional cruise expert, so I get it from both ends, train the region and sell the cruises.
Love that. And Glenn, we did say last but not least, over to you.
Story of my life. Yeah, so my name's Glenn. I work for Igloo and Planet Cruise. I've been with them for about 9 years now. I'm one of the sales agents there. We also used to host the Ideal World cruise show every Tuesday night. And we sell a lot of P&O.
Fabulous. And look, you might recognise from Glenn from the telly, as we say, and then our Holly and Sam were our lovely Arvia insiders. So did you follow us on that journey? So you may recognise their faces. Now, tell me, what is your favourite thing about P&O Cruises, and why do you like selling or talking about our brand to your customers? Holly, what about you?
Oh God, where do I start? The thing is with P&O Cruises, there is something for everybody. And I like talking about the prices that P&O Cruises offer for solo passengers. The solo passenger market is huge. And the prices, for example, they are one of the best companies out there for not only just a single, no single supplement, but a minimal single supplement. So I think P&O Cruises are fantastic for solos. And for example, the 9th of December, it was 949 for 2 weeks, no single supplement at all. Plus, as well, there's so much to do. For example, that 949, it was £67 a night, but everything you've got included, all the restaurants you've got included, especially on Arvia and Iona, all the entertainment you've got included. There's what is not to like about a P&O cruise.
I love that. And Glenn, you were nodding along there with that single supplements and what's included. Would you agree? What do you like talking about?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I used to work for P&O hundreds and hundreds of years ago. So I used to work on board the ships, and then obviously it came to be a travel agent. And P&O for me is the easiest product to sell. Obviously they have the fly cruises, but going out of Southampton makes it so easy. The Polar system is so easy to use as well. And with our pricing structure we have, I think for the quality, for the service you get on board, it's just such an easy sell. British sterling pounds on board the ships, the entertainment's geared to the Brits. It's just such an easy product to sell, and we must sell. I'd probably sell 5 or 6 cruises a day for P&O before doing anything else, which is great.
Wow, you are book spinning, winning, repeating there, Glenn.
I'm sitting in my office now, which is furnished by Shine Rewards points, which I absolutely love.
Love that. You sat there, all your furniture's from P&O Cruises, Beckins. And Sam, what about you? You're in a retail store, so you introduce a lot of newcomers that perhaps are coming in for a land-based holiday to cruise in. What is it that you like talking about P&O Cruises for?
Well, very similar actually to Holly and Glenn, but it's just the variety really and the choice that you get with P&O Cruises. So, you know, you can go from Southampton, you can do a fly cruise, you can do a short break, you can do a long one, a world cruise. It's just the value for money. I mean, you can talk about it for hours, can't you? And the ships, they're just a different ship for everybody, isn't there? There's not.
What's your favourite?
Oh, it has to be Arvia, doesn't it?
It has to be.
I feel like
when we saw her in the shipyard.
Yeah, we've like seen her being built, and then we've been on her. I feel like, you know, she's my ship.
Absolutely. I feel like that about Britannia. I always say she's my ship because I was so proud to stand there when she was named. So, you know, see our late Queen name our flagship, and I still say she's my ship. But of course, I know she's not. So how do you recognise a P&O Cruises customer then? Who do we appeal to? So, Sam, what about you? How do you recognise that you go, these would be perfect for a P&O Cruises holiday?
I think, well, anyone, obviously, but someone that's destination-led. So basically wants to see more of the world, not just a bulk for me, because I work in a holiday shop, not just a bulk standard beach holiday. Sorry, guys. And basically that you can do it across from, you know, there's a lot of choice with the world cruises. You don't have to just go on a world cruise. You can do the sectors of that, which kind of works in my favor for people that maybe don't have 100 days, I wish, to go on holiday, but still want to experience a part of the world that's different to, you know, that kind of thing.
And how do you say you haven't had 100? You've had 100 holidays this year. I follow you on your social media.
Yeah.
Holly, you're not in a lot. She has, hasn't she? She's always on holiday.
Drama's sat there, yeah.
Holly, how do you then recognise a P&O Cruises guest?
Well, as you know, I used to sell cruises for 30 years before I took on the role of cruise influencer. But for me, for example, it's kind of somebody is looking for a fly cruise and they're looking for regionals. P&O Cruises are amazing for regional airports all over the country. Another thing, it was funnily enough, my uncle, David, I switched him to book a P&O Cruises holiday because he has a walking difficulty, but he wanted to do the Eastern Med. And his big concern was the luggage at the airport. So I told him to book a P&O cruise because you don't see your luggage once you leave the UK airport until it's in your cabin. And I think that is massive as well. So that's definitely a plus on how to direct a customer to P&O Cruises. And again, the majority for people, there's so many people out there that don't want to fly. So they have a minimum of at least 4 ships in Southampton at any one time. So it's so easy to direct again to one of the P&O Cruises ships in Southampton.
Yeah, and Glenn, I know me and you have had many a conversation about our fly cruises, particularly for the Caribbean, and just how easy it is. And you've done that a few times, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because, as I said, I used to work for P&O in the Caribbean. I was tours manager on board the ships for 8 years over there. So, you know, I think if first of all you get your people that have been all the time, they go every year to the Caribbean, which is one of those places you can go back to year on year. And then second of all, you get people go, I want to try a Caribbean cruise. And a lot of the cruise companies now, I find they just want you on the ship spending money, which is fine. But with P&O, you still get P&O Cruises, you still get your 9 or 10 ports of call. You get your overnight in Barbados. You get your bonded luggage going straight to the ship. I mean, you explain to people they're going to arrive in Barbados, straight onto the coaches once they go through passport control, and you're on the ship within about an hour, which you don't get with other cruise lines. And you see multiple destinations, come back every night, brilliant show. Prices on board are brilliant. They're all in sterling as well, as I've mentioned. And it's such an easy sell. 2 weeks in and out the Caribbean, direct flights. Fabulous.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I've worked for P&O Cruises 13 years now, and I did the Caribbean in 2019. And I was like, I know this is going to be slick, but I underestimated how slick it was. I literally came down the aircraft steps and a little bus came along, took me to the terminal, and I was like, oh, I don't even go into the building.
Yeah.
Like, it was just so easy. And what a holiday. 9 Caribbean islands, one, unpacked once. It was just a winner. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. Just really slick. So, would you say we appeal then? Sorry, Glenn.
Yeah, I always say you sort of arrive at 2:30 from Gatwick. You're sitting around the pool at 4 o'clock, 4:30. Take a pair of shorts in your hand luggage with you, and you've got your feet in the pool having a pina colada. And it's so easy. Whereas other places you have to have a night's stay and all this sort of stuff, you don't have any of that, and it's just so easy. But the main thing is, I think if you want to see the Caribbean, you're seeing 8, 9, 10 islands. You've got your overnight in Barbados at the start or the end. It's so easy. It's really, really good value.
Yeah. So overall then, who do we appeal to? Sam?
Well, everybody. Is that the right answer?
I think it is. You're telling me. Holly, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I completely agree. Whether you're, especially with Iona and Avia and what they've got on board, even more so than sister ships for families. They are so good for families, but you have people for all ages. And what's really nice as well is you have multi-generational families as well. So you've got babies, children, mums, dads, grandparents, great-grand, and there is something for every single one of those generations on board.
Yeah, absolutely. You took the words out of my mouth this morning. We talked about multi-generational fun, and absolutely, I truly believe that. Just thinking about something else that you pulled out earlier, Glenn, about Polar Online and about a really easy booking system. Now, we do know people that are perhaps new to looking at Polar Online. It does look a bit grey and a bit dull, dare I say it? But it is a really easy booking system to use when you know how. So, Glenn, you use it day in, day out, but how do you keep on top of learning about Polar Online?
Well, you've got all your learning tools on with Polar anyway, but it is so easy. I can literally, I'm chatting to someone while I'm chatting to him, I'm going through the pricing with him. You don't have any of these extra fees for port taxes and all this. It's so easy. That's the price, and then obviously deciding what they want to go for. I mean, it's that quick with now. I think I could do it in my sleep. And I literally book them. While I'm booking them, I'm loading it on the system, and I've still got them on the phone, and I'm claiming my Shine Rewards points. It's that quick that I can do it all in one go. And as I said, it's so easy just to see the different cabin grades, but the systems, the learning tools that we have, obviously from P&O Cruises as well, letting us know there's more training to do. It just keeps you abreast, and I know they keep changing sometimes the cabin grades, but that information's so easy to find that you learn about those if they're sort of reclassifying certain things. It's just such an it's the easiest system of all the cruise lines that I use.
Yeah, and there is a lot of love for Polar Online. I love it. I think it's really easy to use. But there is a couple of people saying they are new to Polar Online, and there's so many tools available. If you look out for our 1 minute, it only takes a minute videos. They're hints and tips on Polar Online. We've got how-to guides. We've got how-to videos. And you know what? Myself and Angie, we're a training team of 2. We can do virtual visits with you and take you through the system one-to-one. We've got webinars of how to make a booking that go really in depth on that subject. So if you need any support, please do visit a passion of mine that is our Learn and Earn Hub. And I'm really proud of that hub. Sam, do you use that? And being a regional cruise expert, how do you make sure you get all the information and you cascade it down? What is it that you like to do?
Yeah, so we do use it a lot, actually. And I think I've told you before, your video that you made of, which is on the how-to guides, isn't it? There's a video of you doing the Polar, going through the Polar, yes, and then going through a Southampton sailing and a flight only one. We use that a lot.
I'm glad you've watched it.
Yeah, watched it. And I use that a lot with all my new starters because it's one video that's 20 minutes, so it's an easy watch, and it literally goes step by step through the steps. And I think Polar just looks a bit scarier than for some people. Once you've used it a couple of times, you're like, oh, actually, it's really simple. But yeah, we use that a lot. The how-to guides, the Facebook page, the RCCS, the Learn and Earn Hub. It's basically that's what we use mainly to get everything out.
Fab. And Holly, do you get involved in our quizzes? There's a lot of love for our Kahoot quizzes. So I'm glad you're all enjoying that this year. How do you keep up to date? How do you keep up with our news?
I think Instagram. I use Instagram a lot, and LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I follow everybody, all the management team, all the sales team on LinkedIn. So there's an awful lot of information that I find on there. So, and also from Shine, when you get emails, and that's what's really good about cruise deals as well, because as soon as Shine are the first that comes, especially with the no solo supplements or the deals on any fly cruises, or they come first on Shine. So you need to be signed up to Shine to be in the inn for the cruise deals that come through. But yes, LinkedIn I use all the time. Instagram I use all the time, and Shine. And then, of course, you've got your travel agent sales as well, which is the pinnacle, I think, for all agents.
Love it. Do you watch our Facebook Live? I haven't got any of you guys on there with us so far. Holly, you've come on with me before. Glenn, do you watch our Facebook Live?
They are fantastic.
They are good.
Oh, religiously. Oh, it's like better than Coronation Street. It's fantastic. So I need to get on there with you. We need to do something.
Love that. I'm glad it's in your diary, Glenn. You know, it is prime time watching, but it is. Do you know what? I hope you guys give me some love. There's lots of loves going up, the hearts going up the screen. We try and keep you up to date as much as we possibly can. Myself and Angie put out 5 ways to learn every single month, and Facebook Live is available at 6 p.m. on the last Wednesday of every month. So if you want to be like Glenn, that's your top tip for selling. Make sure you book Facebook Live in. Come and have some fun and win some Shine points. And look, loads of you are saying that as well. But talking about Shine points, and Glenn, you alluded to that earlier, how much you love Shine. It's branded your shed and... should I call it a shed that you're working out of? Am I allowed to say that? But it's furnished your working environment.
It's my residence. Yeah. It's my residence where I make a fortune. No, it's I think Shine, I can't remember, Steph. Shine started 5 years ago, maybe 5-6 years ago,
nearly
maybe
6,
like
yeah.
That. And obviously, you know, yeah, and we, you know, the idea is obviously we're selling cruises for the company, but it's lovely when you can build up the points and you get extra points on certain spins. And my daughter loves it now. So basically what we do is I try and sell 4 or 5 during the day, and then she'll come in from school, come and spin the wheel, and I always tell her, you know, try and get as many as you can. But it's easy money. So one, you're making money and you're selling the cruises anyway, but it's so good. And as I said, it's I know our guys in our office, you know, just bang it out as much as we can. And as I said, it's been brilliant for us. Absolutely fantastic.
Wow.
Lovely. And look, you're not alone in your shed. William Spence, he's currently in his shed as well. So hello you, and thank you for watching. But look, Shine is by far the best rewards program. Someone's commented. Oh, sorry.
No.
I say we've got one shed. William's here. He's next to me. We've had to share it.
He's next to you. Fabulous. Well, I hope you're having a nice boys' club there. But look, one of the other comments coming through is Shine is the best rewards program ever. Sam, how do you spend your points?
Yeah, it is really easy. I mean, I've had a lovely time with my points, so I generally spend them on fun things. John Lewis vouchers that I've swapped for Mulberry handbags, but I have done a couple of cruises with mine as well, so I think that's good. I mean, you get to know the ships as well as like having a free holiday, so it's a bit of a bonus.
Fab. And Holly, do you use any of the marketing tools that are available on Shine Rewards Club? Do you utilise any of those?
I do, yeah, because I get the imagery as well on the marketing that comes through and all the latest information. But just going back to as well, Shine, I used to get all my M&S shopping from Shine. Every single week I used to get my points. I used to head on to M&S and get me shopping. it is definitely an amazing rewards program.
Love it. And you're not alone, because someone else has put in the chat, I'll use that for my weekly shop. However it helps you, you know, if you want to use it for treating yourself, you want to use it to your holidays, or you want to use it towards your weekly shop, that is incredible. And to hear people saying that these bookings are putting food on the table and wine in the fridge, that's the most important, right? My wine is chilling, ready for our quiz tomorrow night. So if you guys had one top tip to make other travel agents get on board and sell more P&O cruises, what would that be? And Sam, I'll come to you first.
Yep. So mine obviously is knowledge is power. So as the regional cruise person, I feel like to sell P&O cruises, I mean, I'm passionate about it because I love them so much, but to sell P&O cruises for everybody across my region, it's using the knowledge and utilizing like that, basically the learning platforms for me, because once you've got that experience and you feel like you know them, even if you haven't been on the ships necessarily. I think that's the main thing for us, bringing the ship alive to the customer, bringing like the things on board, the, you know, all of that stuff basically.
Fab. And on Shine Rewards Club, you can use lots of our videos. You can look on our YouTube channel and see lots of videos that bring these ships to life. On Shine Rewards Club, there's even 360 tours of all of our ships. But Glenn, just before you give us your top tip of why you should sell P&O cruises, does it make a difference that you can only spin on the select price? Because for a customer, the select price is that all-round package fare, isn't it? So why would you sell a select price other than the fact that you can spin your bookings?
I think you got a number of reasons, obviously. First of all, if you're not on the new ships, obviously the 2 new ships have got freedom dining, but if you're particular about your dining, that's a big thing for people. People like their cabins as well. They want to know where their cabins are going to be. So that's a big thing. And then, of course, you know, sometimes it might be £80 extra for a balcony from a saver fare to a select fare, but including on that, you get your coach transfers. And if a coach transfer down from Edinburgh is going to be £125, you're paying £80 extra and you get the coach included. So that's a really, really easy sell. And as I said, the main thing is those extra perks with the car parking, which, you know, as we know, it's quite expensive down in certain ports. So it's good to get that coach transfer. But the main, I think, people is they like picking dining and they want to know where their cabin's going to be. So that's, if people are talking about, I want to be here or want to be here, you automatically push them to the select fare.
Yeah, and there's not normally a huge amount of a difference when you take in that onboard spending money, or like you say, the car parking or the coach transfer, you know, price in Southampton. So that does mean that select price is a better fare, and you know, you get to spin on that. Do you have your top tip to leave us with?
Exactly. Is that for me? That one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. 2 top tips I've actually got. There you go. So first of all, families. Already Avia is so busy for next year. And obviously with the kids clubs ages and things like that they have on Polar, which obviously you can check to see if the availability is there. I think if someone's phoning up for a summer holiday, Easter, half term, and the availability is there for your children, book straight away, because it will go very, very quickly. And the other thing I always say is if you're doing the fly cruises, obviously it's normally your Manchester, Birmingham and Gatwick. If they start doing regionals with a Newcastle, Glasgow, East Midlands, Bristol, sometimes Belfast, wherever they're going to be flying from, again, if they're available, don't wait. You need to book them straight away because there's only a certain amount of seats and once they go. So they're 2 big selling points. Get them booked if they're available straight away.
Love it. And do you know what? My dad ends every phone call with me going, book early. He watches all my Facebook lives, and I must say that a lot. And he ends every phone call with me for it. And you've just reiterated that point. Holly, what about you, lovely?
Now, my top tip is kind of about anybody out there who does marketing. And for me, it's going in a bit of a different direction. And it's kind of really bringing that, not just the memory, but the feeling you get, and doing that visually, either by a video or a photograph. For example, the moment when you walk on board for the first time and you see the atrium and that wow moment, it's about capturing that. I was on Avia with my daughter in September, and it was a mum and daughter time, and we had a spa day. So we had a massage, then we went to the thermal spa, then we had our hair done, and it's how we felt. It was such a special time for the pair of us, because in our real life we don't get a chance to be able to do that. So for me, for marketing, it's about selling P&O Cruises in that way, the special moments and the feeling you have when you get on board with loved ones, family and friends, visually, for social media platforms, and not just talking about it as well when you've got a customer on the phone or in front of you.
It is, and holidays are so emotive, aren't they? You know, we work all year and work really hard. Sometimes you're saving up for a couple of years to go on an incredible holiday, and it is that emotion. I can remember stepping on board the first ship I ever went on, Oceania, when I was a travel agent, and just walking on and just being totally wowed. And that feeling, remember when we walked on board Avia, and you know, we'd seen her in the shipyard, not fully built, and then we walked on her that day when she was completed, and what an incredible experience we had, right?
It's capturing that moment and capturing that feeling and selling that feeling to your customers.
Yeah, 100%. And there's a lot of love coming through that we still got our brochures. I love a brochure. Look, I've got all of my brochures next to me. My house has got so many brochures in. And you love the fact that the Horizon magazine is still in paper form. I love the Horizon magazine. Don't you, Sam? Take that down to breakfast and tick off exactly what you're going to do for the day.
Yeah, it's definitely something that you need on a daily basis, eh? It's good to plan.
Pardon?
It's good for planning.
It's good to plan. So look, thank you so much for bringing your expertise. It's great to hear what you love about Shine Rewards Club, how you make loads of bookings, how you can earn so many points on Shine Rewards Club, and just keep up to date with us at P&O Cruises. So thank you all so much for joining us. I do have to give away those raffle prizes, and I tried to have a little drum roll because I was on my own earlier. So
good luck, everyone.
So the two winners of the prizes, the first one is for a £250 buy a gift voucher, and that is for Kate Kapanek from Hayes Travel, and that's raffle number 1574. I love the reactions, it's making my day. And then the second winner for a £250 TK Maxx voucher is, drumroll, Alison Butterworth from Chic Boutique Travel. So your raffle number is 1128. So well done to all of you lovely travel agents. Thank you so much for joining us and these great group of experts. Our next session is all about getting social, but that is with our social media experts. So they're going to help you talk all about our brand in a right way, and also what tools are there to support you for your own marketing. So I hope to see you there in a couple of minutes. But for now, we will bid you adieu, say thank you so much, and thank you to my lovely panel. I will see you very soon.
Bye.